Do you know about the immortal sage Parashurama's beautiful story? Parashurama's avatar is the most interesting and cinematic story that you'll love to listen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this epic story of Parshuram. Hi everyone, I'm Akshaya. Welcome back to my channel. Once upon a time, there was a Brahman named Ruchika Muni who liked a girl named Satya Devi. She was the daughter of a king, Gadhi. Ruchika Muni directly went to the king and asked to marry her daughter. Then King Gadhi replied he will only marry his daughter to the man who will give him 1,000 horses which has one black ear. Then Ruchika Muni did a great penance and got them as a boon and married Satya Devi. After few days, Bhrigu Maharshi, father-in-law of Satya Devi, was impressed by the dedication of Satya Devi and told her to ask her for any wish. Then she asked, "Please bless me and my mom with a baby boy." As she was the only daughter to their parents, she doesn't want her father's dynasty to end up. So she asked a baby boy for her mother as well. Then Bhrigu Maharshi gave two different bowls with two different items, one for the mother and one for herself, so that a mother will have a child who's as powerful as a king because they were Kshatriyas, and she can have a child with a great knowledge and with a great tapashakti as they were Brahmins. And here's the twist. Satya Devi forgets which one to give it to her mother and which one she should have, and mistakenly she exchanged the bowls. She gives the wrong item to her mother and she'll take the wrong item herself. After a few days, she will inform this to her father-in-law and finds out that she did a mistake. Then she asks, "I want a child with great knowledge. Please make this child who is very powerful and has qualities of Kshatriya as her grandson." Then Bhrigu Maharshi says okay, and she will have a child with a great knowledge and his name is Jamadagni. Then this Jamadagni grew up and married a woman named Renuka Devi and had 5 sons. In that, 5th son's name is Bhargavarama, who is later known as Parshurama. Parshurama, from his childhood, he was never interested in studying Vedas, even though he was a Brahmin. He was always interested in Dhanurvidya, the study of weapons. This is because of the previous blessings that a Brahman would be born with a great warrior qualities. Then he asked his grandfather Bhrigu Maharshi to teach him. But Bhrigu Maharshi says, "Go to Himalayas and meditate on Lord Shiva." Then Parshurama goes to Himalayas and did a great penance there. At the same time, in Devaloka, deities were defeated by demons and they came to Lord Shiva for help. Then Lord Shiva says, "You don't need me for this. You have Parshurama who can help you all with this." Then deities go to Parshurama and ask for his help. Then Parshurama says, "I can help you, but I don't have a proper weapon to fight." Then Lord Shiva gives him a weapon called as Parshu, which is an axe. So from that day onwards, he was called as a Parshurama. With this weapon, he have defeated demons and saved all the deities and the Devaloka. Then he also got many weapons and knowledge about them from Lord Shiva. Then he came back and started living with his family in the ashramam. After few days, again this is a very interesting incident. Parshurama's mother, Renuka Devi, went to the river to get some water. There she'll see King Chitraratha was playing with his queens in the river. By seeing that, a small desire was born in her mind and she lost her chastity with the virtue of thought, and also she was quite late in getting back to the ashramam. And then Jamadagni finds the reason why she was late and he was enraged. And then he have ordered his 4 sons to behead her, but none of his sons did it. And then Jamadagni asked Parshurama to behead her mother. Then Parshurama, without a second thought, he have beheaded his mother. Then Jamadagni was impressed with his obedience and gave him a boon. Then Parshurama asked, "Bring back my mother." Then Jamadagni brings his wife to life. So if you ask me, who would want his wives dead? Who would behead their mother? But there is a deeper meaning to it. At that time, people used to be so pure that even a small impure thought would make their life waste. So because of this, Jamadagni made his wife to kill and gave her a new life. And also Renuka Devi is connected to Mother Goddess Chinnamasta, who is one of the Dashamahavidya. So now back to our story. Few years later, a king named Kaartha Arjuna, who have 1,000 hands. He got this 1,000 hands when he did a great penance to Dattatreya Swami and got this 1,000 hands as a boon. He was very powerful. So one day he was having a bath in a river with his queens, and playfully he have stopped the flow of the river with his 1,000 hands. At the same time, there was a Ravana who was other side was also taking the bath. When the water flow was stopped, Ravana went to see who did this. Then he saw Kartavirya Arjuna was playing with his wives, and Ravana was enraged and started a war. And Kartavirya Arjuna was very powerful and he defeated Ravana easily, and then Ravana ran away. This is the power of Kartavirya Arjuna. With this power, he became so arrogant and a cruel person. So one day he went to hunting with his soldiers. After the hunt, they became thirsty. They came to Jamadagni's ashramam and asked for a water. Then Jamadagni gave not only water, but he arranged a feast for them. Then Kartavir Arjuna was surprised and wondering how they are getting so many things in this small ashramam. Then Jamadagni said, "We have a Kamadhenu which gives whatever we ask, only to serve their guests." Then Kartavirya Arjuna liked this Kamadhenu and forcefully took it to his palace. Then Parshurama got to know what had happened and went to Kartavirya Arjuna to bring back the Kamadhenu. Then Kartavirya Arjuna doesn't give it back. So there was a huge war. Parshurama cut off 1,000 hands of Kartavirya Arjuna and then behead him. After this, Kartavirya Arjuna's sons want revenge and they went to Jamadagni's ashramam and beheaded Jamadagni. At that time, Parshurama was not in the ashram. He went out for doing his tapas. Then Renuka Devi called Parshurama 21 times and then he came and was shocked to see that his father was beheaded. Then he got to know that Kartavirya Arjuna's sons did it, and then he took an oath that he would roam the earth 21 times and kill all the Kshatriyas or the kings. Then Parshurama almost killed all the Kshatriyas, and with their blood he filled 5 wells. But some of the Kshatriyas were scared and they ran away. Some hid behind women and children and got saved. With this, he got lot of money, kingdom and everything. So he donated every part of his land to Kashyapa Muni. Then Parshurama didn't have any place to meditate, as he have donated every part of his land. Then he went near the ocean and asked Samudra Devata to give some part of his land. And Samudra Deva asked Parshurama to throw his Parshu or axe where it will land. Till that point, he will give the land. So from Gokarna to Kerala was all Parshurama's land. Parshurama was an immortal sage. He was born in Satya Yuga. He also met Lord Rama in Treta Yuga, and then he handovers his power to Rama before his departure. And also we can see he also fights with Bhishma in Mahabharata, and he is also the teacher for Karna. And he is also a guru to Dronacharya. So this is the story of great Parshuram. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Subscribe for more videos. See you in the next video. Bye bye.